Hey, let's go to fucking Dorn.
Hey, Dorn, here we go.
Okay, we're
Dorn,
not,
baby.
We're not doing that
I am.
today.
I
Chad is.
am.
Welcome to Over the Wall.
Hey, yeah, you did it! You finally did it.
Episode 3 for Game of Thrones Season 5, Episode 3. Titled The High Sparrow. I'm prepared this time.
He's on it.
We are Media Maniacs. My name is Brendan.
I'm Mike.
And I am Chad.
You guys went out of order.
It's all good.
Mike fucked that one up.
No,
Blame
clockwise.
Mike. Blame Mike.
We do clockwise.
Okay.
That's right.
I always go before you, whatever.
Well, guess what?
Fuck it. Whatever, Mike.
I gotta bust my nut
You
first.
greedy bastard.
Alright. So,
Cunt.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, cunt. Arya says cunt.
Oh, yeah.
I was reading Brendan's notes and he just said cunt. I was like, what?
Okay, so let's just get right into it. If you don't know our format, we go through the episode based on the character, not the chronological order. I mean, chronologically in order for each character.
Yes.
But we don't split it up like the show does.
Yeah.
Alright, so we open the episode with Arya, and she is sweeping the house of Black and White.
Yep.
And she doesn't look very happy about it.
No.
She's like, gonna fucking kill bitches. And she's
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, she
Sweep.
tells Jaqen that she doesn't want to be sweeping. She's been doing it for days, and he's
Yeah.
like, "All men must serve." And some guy drinks some water from a well and dies.
Yeah.
So, whatever that's about, I don't know.
That's the purpose of the house of Black and White. It's like...
Yeah, Chad was telling me
die.
this when I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, dude, it's sort of like assisted suicide.
So there's that aspect, and then there's...
Wait. Is this something that we're going to find out later?
No, that's what you find. It could be... Okay, so the whole purpose of the house is... So there's that,
Yeah.
and then there's Jaqen Hagar, who will go out and be an assassin and kill other people. See?
So he just kills people.
So the whole purpose...
all over
The whole
the place.
purpose of the house is death.
Okay. Yeah, that's fitting.
Yeah.
So, like, the white and black, the parts.
Life and death.
Life and death, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's so simple, it's almost black and white.
Slap.
Anyway, later on, Arya is sleeping, napping, I don't know,
Yeah.
doing something.
Yeah,
and
relaxing.
This girl walks in. We don't know who her name is, but I'm sure Chad does.
Actually, I don't.
Okay.
Because they don't...
Oh, they don't even have names.
No.
Like,
They're a girl. They're a man.
yeah. So, the girl walks in and asks Arya, "Who are you?" And she's like, "What?"
And then she gets slapped.
And then she asks again. She's like, "Who are you?" And she doesn't really answer. And then she gets
slapped. She
with a
gets
stick.
whacked multiple times.
Yeah, and the
Then-
first time Arya just looks back and she's like, "Cunt!"
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Apparently that's called the game of faces.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's physical abuse is a game
Yeah.
in the house of Black and White.
Dude, that's
Where everything is about death.
You should already know this world's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's just, nothing should surprise anyone anymore.
Nope.
So then after, what, like the third time or something,
Yeah.
she gets hit and she says, quit it or I'm going to, basically do something about it. And so she reaches under her pillow to
get needle.
Needle and...
Yeah. And then Jaqen comes in.
Yeah.
And
So
he's
like, what's up?
Yeah.
WTF, mate.
And Arya I don't know. I think she expects him to be mad at the other girl, but he's actually mad at her.
Yeah.
Well, he's kind of mad at both. Yeah, he's just mad at both.
She's like, she's not ready for this game.
Yeah, and Arya's like, I want to be a faceless.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Yeah, she's ready to be a faceless person or whatever, and Jaqen's like, you've got too many things that are Arya Stark's. So she has...
how can you pretend to be someone you're not?
Yeah.
So she has to get rid of all of her things, which isn't a problem except for Needle.
Yeah.
Which holds sentimental value.
It's very emotional.
This was kind of a cool scene because she's holding Needle. It looks like she's going to throw it into the lake, and then she doesn't.
Yeah.
All
the other stuff, she was like, meh.
Yeah, money, clothes, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she hides Needle in some rocks or something.
Yeah.
And I think...
Because Jaqen will never find that.
He's going to find that.
I found it was very convenient. It was the right length.
I know.
The whole time I'm like, wow, how convenient. And then the rocks, like, those rocks aren't going to stay up. Like, it's going to fall off. The needle's going to rust.
Yeah. Well, she should have thrown it into the lake. If she's really committed enough, Needle isn't worth it.
Right.
And so Jaqen is definitely going to find it and be mad. And
what I'm thinking is, I may be jumping ahead. I don't know. I haven't read the books. Mm-hmm. But she uses Needle to kill Jaqen.
Why?
I don't know. To prove that she's a silent assassin. I don't know.
It's stupid, Mike.
Well, guess what? That's my opinion. So guess what?
Is that your prediction for this week?
Well, your opinion's stupid.
Kiss something. Yeah. Kiss a fish.
Is he a fish man?
A fish man. Go fly a kite.
Go fly a kite.
Okay.
Alright, anyway, so later on, Jaqen takes Arya down into this room where there's a dead man laying on a table, and then Arya and the nameless girl wash him.
Yep.
Okay.
Prepare his body for whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever they do next.
Well, it's whatever.
They're gonna eat him.
No, it's whatever ritual he ascribes to. So if he is the seven, then he'll be buried with the stone eyes. If he follows Rolar, he'll be burned.
Okay. All right, and that's all we have for Arya. It'll be interesting to see where she goes from there.
More assassin school.
Yeah. Yep. Needle's gonna come back up, definitely.
Well, I wonder how much those classes are. No.
1 coin, apparently.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so next we have Cersei, but she's kind of all over the place in this episode. So I don't have it separated to everything that she does at once. I have it separated by the characters she interacts with.
Okay.
So she's kind of going to be throughout the episode. So we have Cersei, Marjorie, and Tommen.
Okay.
Is that Tomen?
M-M-E-N.
Okay. So Cersei's on her way to the wedding of King Tommen and Queen Marjorie, and everyone in the crowds is cheering, Marjorie, Marjorie, and she's just like, meh. No one likes me.
Yeah.
King Tommen and Marjorie get married, and
oh yeah.
Next time. It's business. It's business time.
Yeah.
Don't watch Flight of the Conchords?
nope.
Nope.
Fuck. Watch Flight of the Conchords.
Sex!
I watched the first episode. I didn't like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another discussion, but fucking hilarious, man. Wow, that blew my mind.
That's what she said.
So they have sex.
Yeah, they have sex, and then they start talking about Cersei,
like, "Did I
which is
hurt
actually
you?"
well, yeah. He's funny because it was his first time.
She's just like, no.
Yeah,
It's like a canyon down there, young man. But no, then they were right afterwards. Like 20 seconds goes by and they're like talking, and then all of a sudden he's like wanting to go again.
Yeah.
She's like, maybe you want to catch your breath.
Yeah.
You know?
and then they start talking about Cersei, which is weird because
Well, she's trying to plant the seed to get her out of there.
right. So Marjorie is giving praise to Cersei, and planting the idea in Tommen's head that maybe
Inception.
she should go back. Yeah, it is Inception. That maybe Cersei should go back to Casterly Rock. And so then Tommen goes and talks to Cersei, and he's like, don't you want to go back home? And she's like, no.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I have nothing there.
So that doesn't really go anywhere yet, at least. And then Cersei and Marjorie have a Mean Girls moment, as I like to call it, where Cersei, I don't know, she walks up while Marjorie is gossiping with her girlfriends about having sex with Tommen. And then Cersei's like, oh, you can ask me for anything if you want help with anything. And she's like, oh, you're so lovely. Do you want alcohol? It's too early for us to drink in the day.
Hardcore shade on that, man.
It was kind of a strange and awkward scene. And Cersei is just like defeated by the end of it.
But then she said, how should she call her?
Oh yeah.
Cersei.
Should I call you Mother or
Queen Mother or Dowager Queen? I think.
What does the second one mean?
Dowager. So it's just a title. If you watch Downton Abbey, like I do, then Maggie Smith's character is the dowager of the house. So she's the mother of the Lord.
Okay.
So it's the mother of the ruling.
So it's not really an insult, but
No, it's a title. So like if the Queen of England abdicated the throne and Charles finally got to be king, which is not going to happen, she would be the Queen Dowager.
okay. Sure. Politics.
Titles.
Yeah, so that's pretty much everything for them in the episode. But like I said, there is more Cersei, but we're going to move on to Roose Bolton, Ramsay, and Reek. That's a lot of R's. Can we call him Reek, or should we call him Theon?
No, he's Reek.
Okay.
He's Reek now.
But he's I think seeing Sansa
yeah.
kind of just started to trigger some things in him.
Yeah. So are they in Winterfell, or are they somewhere else?
They are in Winterfell, yes.
Okay. Because from far away, it didn't look like Winterfell.
It's Winterfell.
That's what it looks like. I guess we've never seen it.
And if you watch the title, when they show Winterfell, they have the Bolton banners on it.
Okay. So, the Bolton family has pretty much taken over Winterfell. And Roose is talking to Ramsay, his son, and he's saying that basically they're at risk of losing Winterfell to someone else because Tywin is now dead, and Tywin was kind of their biggest ally.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's like, Ramsay, you have to get married.
Yeah.
And I found the perfect girl. Spoilers, it's Sansa. Not really spoilers. So yeah, Littlefinger brings Sansa to... That's where they've been going.
Yeah.
The last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Is to take Sansa to the Boltons so she can marry the son of the man who killed her family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, basically.
And she's not too happy about that, but Littlefinger convinces her that she should do it.
Do you want to keep running the rest of your life? That's basically what he has.
Yeah. And I'm wondering what Littlefinger's game is here. Because we know by now that he has orchestrated everything, essentially.
Yes, 100%.
I think you could put the blame of Tywin's death on him because he orchestrated, in a way, he did. He orchestrated the death of Joffrey, which he knew would put Tyrion on trial.
No. No, that was Marjorie's grandmother.
Yeah.
Yes.
With Littlefinger. Littlefinger helped.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He helped Marjorie's mother kill Joffrey. That put Tyrion in a risky position, which then put him on trial. Then there's a combat.
Yeah.
Like, just Littlefinger knew that Tyrion wouldn't get out of that safe, but he knew that Jaime would let him go, and then he knew that Tyrion would kill Tywin.
Yeah.
Littlefinger knew the whole time.
Yeah, he's playing he's the master player of the Game of Thrones.
Yes. So
he's wheeling and dealing, and he's not going to stop. I think, I don't know because this is where we're at in the books, and in the books it's different. In the books, Ramsay marries a fake Sansa.
yeah,
So this is kind of weird, but I think she's gonna marry Ramsay, and then they're gonna kill Ramsay and Bruce. I think.
yeah. I mean, it definitely seems like Littlefinger is plotting something against Roose.
Yeah.
I mean, because he wants Winterfell, doesn't he? He wants everything. He literally wants everything.
He's got the veil.
Yeah.
So okay, he's got the veil. He can get Winterfell through Sansa. He can also get River Run through Sansa because she's a Tully, which is
Sansa's a Tully?
yeah. Cat was a Tully,
Oh, okay.
so she can get River Run through her also, and then it's just so he can get those three.
And that's a large
Yeah.
section.
Yeah, so if he can get those three, then he can expand from there.
Crazy. He said in an episode that he wants everything, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he likes chaos. The chaos is a ladder kind of that speech,
Mhm.
the ladder speech.
Yeah. He's an intense character. Alright, where are we?
Yes.
So Littlefinger brings Sansa to Winterfell. Reek is there. As we know, they kind of grew up together in a way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so Reek sees Sansa and he's like, ah. He makes that
It's
sound.
like tweaking.
Yeah, he's such a broken man.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes because that's a part of him that represents Theon.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not Theon anymore. Ramsay meets Sansa, and he's all sweet and nice. And then the camera like pans over and shows the like three girls that Ramsay
Yes.
used to like have sex with.
Yes.
And they all look pissed. So I don't know if that's gonna develop into anything.
And I
but
think it
thought
was
that was
specifically the one girl who they remember. I forget which.
the one that was
episode-
romancing Theon.
Was she on the far right?
No. The one where remember where he's like hunting that person, and he's got the girl and the dogs.
Oh yeah.
It's that girl.
Oh okay.
I didn't notice at first. So the one that it kind of centered on,
Mm-hmm.
the closest
Yeah.
closest to us on the camera.
Really?
Was that, yeah, I didn't know that at first, but then I read some stuff online. That was the girl.
Okay. Yeah, so I
So
don't
she's
know.
fucked up too.
I don't know if these girls are gonna play a role because I don't know why the camera would pan over and show them, and it was only for like a couple seconds.
Yeah,
That has to be important somehow.
yeah.
So keep your eyes on them. And then Ramsay meets Littlefinger, and he also is really nice to Littlefinger because he's a psychopath.
And it's interesting. Littlefinger doesn't know anything about Ramsay, which I thought was
Oh yeah, That is
it could be a lie. He could be lying about that. But
Littlefinger knows something about everyone.
yeah,
So it's
but
interesting.
he was kind of like taken aback that he doesn't know anything about someone. He's
Yeah.
like, that's very rare.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes. Because like I think maybe by saying that and then having Ramsay be like, "I'll never hurt her," he can kind of if he knows about Ramsay, he'll be like, "Okay, he's lying to me."
Yeah.
It's like so. This is yeah.
I know when I saw him when he said, "Oh, I'll never hurt her," I'm like, "Are you lying sack of shit?"
So like yeah, maybe that could play a role.
Yep. And then Roose brings a little note to Littlefinger that Cersei had sent to him, which we will get to later on. We don't know what the note says.
No.
Roose read the note, which Littlefinger was like, okay,
Dick.
it's my personal business here.
Douche.
Yeah. This scene, there's a lot of tension between Littlefinger and Roose, because each of them is making kind of a risky move by wedding by wedding Sansa, really. And it definitely feels like Littlefinger is trying to play Roose, but it also feels the same way for Roose.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's gonna win this little
Who's gonna win the
charade.
mind fucking?
Yeah.
Yeah. The ultimate mind fuck.
Okay, so next we have Brienne and Pod. As we know, they are following Littlefinger, they, for some reason, have to take the long way around. I guess they can't just go through the front door, that's why.
So, remember when the castle that they see, that Sansa's like, this is Mokaelin. We're going to Winterfell, aren't we? So, that castle, it's in the middle of a swamp.
Okay.
You have to cross through that castle to get out of the swamp on the road. Otherwise, you can't go any further.
Okay.
So, that's why they had to go around. They had to go around the swamp.
Okay.
So that's...
But Littlefinger didn't?
Because it went through the castle.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the castle isn't their destination, it's just how they get to Winterfell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I was confused, because that didn't look anything like Winterfell.
I was going to say something, but I don't want to be wrong. So.
Oh.
Okay. You look that up. I'll keep talking about Brienne.
You did it again.
Grenly. Gendry.
Where's Grenly?
Wait, I always forget. What is it?
Gendry.
Gendry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't say Gimli, because that'll be the complete...
Who's that?
From Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
He's the dwarf.
There's only one dwarf?
That fights with
Have
him.
you seen The Hobbit?
No.
There's like 1 million dwarves in that movie.
Because it's the prequel.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Weird. Never mind.
Alright. So Brienne and Pod have to go the long way around to go after Sansa. On their way there, they have a bonding moment. Pod tells her about how he became a squire.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brienne's like, Pod, I'm going to teach you to be a knight. And he's excited about that. So they're going to start sword training like twice a day.
Twice a day.
Now,
before leaving camp and setting up camp.
Yeah.
yes. So that'll be kind of cool to see him as a knight eventually.
The Knight of 1,000
Or
Ways.
just a better fighter.
Yeah.
Because he can't be knighted by her. Because she's not a knight herself.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
But-
girls can't be knights because this is a patriarchal society that we live in.
But if Tyrion gets to Dany and then they get married and become king and queen, and then
Wait, Dany and Tyrion?
Yeah. And then Tyrion can knight Pod.
You think Tyrion's going to marry Dany?
I don't know. I just came up with that just now, but it's not a bad theory because they're kind of the two biggest characters.
Or surprise, like Pod comes and
Marries Dany.
Marries-
It's Tyrion's secret weapon.
King Podrick.
yeah.
All right.
Tamed the dragon through his lovemaking.
Oh my god.
and became king.
And then Brienne tells Pod about a story
This was good.
from her. Yeah, is this in the book?
No.
Okay, a story from her childhood where her father held a ball
Yeah.
for her, and all these boys came, and this was when she was a kid,
Yeah.
and they all were like fighting each other to dance with the beauty of Tarth, Brienne. I don't know why I just forgot her name for a second.
But you remember Tarth.
Tarth.
Yeah.
Yep. And then she found out that it was all kind of a prank.
It was a ruse.
I don't know if her father planned it that way.
No.
I don't. Okay.
No. It was just the...
Okay.
It was just the dudes being dickholes.
Dickus, yeah.
Yeah. So they were all messing with her, and then she said that that's when she realized that she was the ugliest person alive. And I gotta say, one, she's not ugly.
No, she's not.
But
She's a supermodel.
She's
she
supermodel.
is hot.
For
in
someone
real
who
life.
isn't an actor, she's amazing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep
I
saying
know.
that.
Yeah.
She's
it's
so
incredible.
good.
It's like, you're not an actor? Really?
Yeah.
And she's in Star Wars now. And that's
I
how
know.
good she is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
she's
a
tall
trooper.
too, so it's.
Yeah.
Chad likes tall chicks, and
Yeah, and you don't, Mike.
I do.
Yeah.
I've only slept with one tall chick, so it's pretty fun.
Fun facts about Mike.
And Chad.
The more you know. Bing!
Anyway, so Renly is at this ball.
Gendry?
Renly.
Gredley.
You're trying to mess me up.
I am.
Renly is at the ball, and he He dances with her even though he likes men.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I know he likes men.
Yeah, Pod doesn't want to say it, and she's just like, yeah, he likes men.
He likes them.
And so that's sort of why.
Well, he liked. Men.
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's dead. And that's why Brienne was devoted herself to Renly. It was because he was a nice person. And then Brienne, that transitions into Brienne stating that she wants to kill Stannis.
Yeah, that's her. That's her purpose now.
Yeah.
She's like, well, fuck it. The girls don't want my help. I'm gonna kill Stannis.
Which is interesting because we will get to later in the episode. Stannis is gonna leave and march on Winterfell, which is where Littlefinger and the Boltons are, which is also where Brienne and Pod are going.
Yeah.
So Winterfell is gonna like blow up in a couple episodes. Probably episode 9, if we get it this season, because it's always 9.
Yeah.
But that is gonna be really exciting because that's like a meeting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different storylines converging in one place.
Jon Snow go down there too with the Wildlet?
Right.
Yeah.
Because there's that too. That could be 6 potential storylines all converging at once.
Yeah.
And how many more seasons do you think they have?
2 or 3.
So this is 5, and this is books 4 and 5. So if they 2 more, 3 more. I think 3 at the most.
Yeah, 3 at the
Hopefully
most.
3. Just extend this out.
But probably 2 more. But I think 3. They could probably stretch it to 3.
Milk it.
That's weird. That means we're more than halfway done with all of it.
Yeah.
And I haven't read a single book.
And it feels like nothing's happened.
Kind of.
Like
A few things.
Like nothing.
Like things happen, but
well, like the first season,
But we know what it's building up to, which is like a massive
but everyone's
war.
staying in the same place.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Which is why it's so exciting for the stories to converge.
yeah.
Because they like literally, I think this is the first season, or maybe the end of the last season. It's the first time that any of the storylines started to converge.
Yeah.
They were all completely separate.
And they're even like taking out the brand storyline.
I know.
We got, what's going on there.
I don't know.
So it's like, yeah, shit's finally happening, and it's good and bad as a book reader. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
All right, so then we have the Wall Crew, as I have dubbed
The
them.
Wall Wrecking Crew.
Yes, which is Jon and Stannis, basically, and everyone that's associated with them. Jon's squire
I don't know his name.
is the boy that killed his girlfriend,
Yeah.
which pisses me off.
Why?
I don't know, it's just dumb.
He was gonna kill her anyways.
Jon was?
Yeah. I mean, he would have had to. Maybe. I don't know.
no, he would have stood up for it.
With his dick.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
worst ways to go, I suppose. Coming and going at the same time.
Oh,
Hey.
there it is.
The
Okay.
words you choose.
So Stannis comes in and he's like, "So, where do you stand on my offer to make him a Stark?" And Jon is like, "I pledged myself to the United States of America,
Eagle Screech.
to the Night's Watch," and so he cannot become a Stark and take back Winterfell or whatever because he's the commander of the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
And Stannis is like, "Whatever, man."
Whatever, bro.
Yeah, and Stannis says that he's gonna go march on Winterfell. And then
Well, because Jon Snow said, "Hey, I need you guys out of here. You guys are
because they're taking up too much food.
I don't have that much food to go
Yeah.
around, you know.
Yeah,
Got these wildling bitches.
You can just let me a $5, that'd be great.
yeah. I need some gas money. You know. Man.
my dragon's running low.
Need more sheep meat.
And then Stannis tells Jon that he should send Janos.
No. So you should send Alistair.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay, I misread that then. Either way, that's kind of interesting. I don't know why he would say that.
Well, the whole, get your enemy away. He's your biggest enemy.
Alistair.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he makes him
The first ranger.
first ranger.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not before almost making him master of the latrine.
Yes.
Which I thought was really...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alistair's just like...
His face was just like,
It's like, you fucking ass. You
I know.
You could make him the latrine master's like...
But no, the latrine master is a job for a ginger.
Yep.
fuck you.
Sorry, Mike.
You guys suck.
Mike is a ginger.
Well, I'm sure if they watched the other videos, they'd notice that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna dye my hair. I'm actually growing.
Yeah, you're growing something.
Yeah, I'm no mustache, but just the beard.
Yeah.
It's been a few days, so we'll see what happens in a couple months.
Okay.
Yeah, I just shaved mine off, and it was okay.
I want facial hair. So
Yeah, I've decided I'm a stubble goatee guy, like a Eurotrash beard, just like a dirty Italian guy,
like a Russell Brand.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when I think of dirty European. I think of Russell Brand.
Wow.
So I called him out, so he's got to respond back to us.
What if he was a character in Game of Thrones?
The court jester.
That's exactly what he would be.
I think he'd be more perverted than Tyrion. Oh my gosh.
Maybe. So anyway, as Stannis leaves, and Davos stays behind.
Yeah.
And Davos has the kid recite the oath. The Night's Watch oath.
Yeah.
And he gets to the part where he says, "The shield that guards the realms of men," and then he tells the kid to shut up. And Davos is trying to convince Jon that maybe the best way for him to serve the realms of men is not to sit in a castle at the edge of the world doing nothing.
But he doesn't know about the others.
The others.
The White Walkers.
Okay. Davos doesn't?
Yeah, they don't know. They haven't seen him.
That's true.
So he doesn't really know.
Yeah, but this idea still gets into Jon's head, and you can see that he's conflicted about whether or not he has to stay at the castle. He could still leave and not break his oath, theoretically.
Yeah.
Because you can leave. I mean, you can because Jon's uncle went to Winterfell.
Yeah.
In the season 1, so it's like you can go around. You just can't. You have to come back.
Yeah. Right. So
it's similar to the other oath where you can sleep but you can't father.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be really cool if he left, because he literally hasn't left ever. The only time we ever saw him not there is episode 1.
What?
Well, I guess they went over the wall.
He goes over the wall. Like,
okay.
the whole fucking
that
TC.
doesn't count.
They're not in the fucking castle.
Yeah.
I think he's actually been over the wall more than he's been in the castle.
Okay, you're right. Whatever. He just hasn't gone south since then.
True.
Let's see. So, we already talked about the Master of Latrine. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Toilet.
And then Sir Alistair is the first ranger.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Basically, like,
He's basically
top guy besides the commander?
It's like a first lieutenant.
Because there's the rangers, builders, and the stewards, and so he's now the commander of the rangers.
Okay.
Because John's uncle Benjen was the first ranger.
And isn't he also a ginger?
No.
Alistair?
No. He's got gray hair.
He has a little red in there.
Maybe a little gingery.
Yeah.
Maybe a little ginger.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, but what's the difference between being ginger and just being a redhead?
Nothing.
A ginger, well, my dad had black hair, so that's why it's not full on bright red. But ginger is basically pale skin, whole bunch of freckles, like all over.
Yeah. Okay.
But a redhead.
Just have red hair.
Yeah, red hair and a little bit of freckles. I'm not overdone.
Yeah, you got them on your arm.
It's on my arm, but not overly
Yeah.
gingery. I've got a speckle of ginger.
I'd call you a ginger before I'd call you a redhead, though.
What?
I would. I'm sorry.
Well, fuck you. No.
You're the medical expert. You're the medical officer.
Yeah, it's all on.
I'm not getting into this discussion.
It's all on you now. Come on, you guys are calling me ginger and everything, and a latrine specialist. So
I never thought to differentiate between ginger and redhead, so I have no opinion on the matter.
you do, because I see it in his eyes. It's right
You can
there.
now, though.
I won't hold it against you.
You're a ginger.
Points.
It's all good.
Alright, back to the episode. Jon tells Janos to basically leave.
Yeah, it's like...
to go rebuild a different castle.
Yeah.
And Janos is like, no,
No,
I don't wanna.
I want to stay here.
And Jon, he has like the coolest line.
Yeah.
He says it like a badass. He's like, "Are you refusing to obey my order?" He says it a lot cooler than that.
Yeah.
And then Janos tells him to stick his order up his bastard ass. And then...
And when he said that, I was just like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and then John's like, get my sword. Whatever, to the little kid.
Yeah.
Ollie?
Ollie, that's the name.
Ollie, get my sword. And then everyone's like, oh.
Shit's about to happen.
And so... He cuts his fucking head off.
hang on,
Hold on, yeah, dude, you got it.
Jesus, you build up to it. You don't just fucking...
Don't just stick it in.
God.
The titties a bit first. What the
You
hell?
ease it in.
So first, Jonos is like, so he says that, and then like John's like, "Oh, get my sword." Jonos looks at Alistair, think he's gonna protect him. He's like, "Okay, good, I have protection." And then Alistair just steps aside. And John's like,
Yeah.
And then they take him out, and then he's like, oh, let go of me.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
"I have friends in the capital."
yeah, and then he goes, he's set up and everything, and he's like, I swear, I didn't mean it. I'll do whatever you want. And John's like,
Yeah, and then he starts like crying, and he's like, "I'm afraid. I've always been afraid."
I'm a big pussy. Okay,
Pretty much,
is that what
exactly.
you wanted?
And then we kind of think that he's not gonna do it,
yeah, because he like looks, and then he like looks a little bit around, and then
and then he fucking does it.
yep,
Yeah, he's just like,
And they show all of it.
yeah.
and then yeah,
Stannis goes and high fives him.
yeah,
Yeah, no, pretty much. He's in the background. He's just like
He like nods his head. He's like, badass,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go drink now.
It's funny. So in the books, they put Slit in Janos in like a cage on the wall for like 5 days, just like there, and then they cut his head off. It's just like, whoa,
Oh my God.
hardcore, dude.
Leading to the inevitable.
I think when that happened during the episode, we all cheered.
Oh yeah, we're
I've-
like, yeah.
I've hated that guy since the first scene he was in season 2.
Yeah.
He just looks like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Like some guys just have that look
Yeah.
of a dickhead, and
Yep.
that dude, yeah.
Yeah.
He reminds me of the guy who was in The Mummy. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
That guy. And
yeah.
I was like, oh, good, he did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all we got from the Wall crew.
Yeah.
Benny.
Moving on, we have more of Cersei, but like I said, she's in other scenes. So I called this The Sparrows. Oh, thank you.
Brendan just got paid.
Oh, it was 11. Oh.
Yep.
I don't want to carry
All right.
$1 with me.
I'll take $1.
Nah. I just got paid.
For Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Which is out tomorrow.
Well, today. Well, tonight.
Yeah, tonight, I guess.
Yeah, but we're going.
Tomorrow.
Oh man, I am stoked.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Seriously, what's she doing?
Well, so there's these people called the Sparrows, and we heard about them in episode 1 of this season.
Mm-hmm.
What's the guy's name? Lancel.
Yeah.
Lancel Lannister. The blonde,
Lancelot.
the scrawny blonde kid left, came back as a buff, brown-haired dude.
Basically just a monk.
Yeah. And so, the High Scepter, is that what he's called?
Septon.
Septon. The High Septon.
Basically the Pope.
Okay. The Pope. I'm going to call him that. He's in a brothel doing some weird shit. There's a
Yeah.
guy wearing a fake beard. There's someone else with, like, bags on their head.
Well, so like each girl represented a different god of the 7. So like there's like the mother.
Oh, okay.
and
So
the-
he's having sex with the gods.
yeah.
So that's kind of really offensive.
Oh yeah.
And
The ultimate praying.
Yeah.
Right there. The
Yeah.
ultimate missionary position.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mother.
You went there.
Smith, Stranger Crone.
Is there a fly in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only had 5.
Um...
Damn it.
That's bad.
Then the sparrows come in and they're like, "You're a sinner," and then he's naked.
Yeah.
They bring him out into the streets of King's Landing, and he
Yeah.
has to walk around naked
And every
without
time-
covering.
Well, whenever he covers himself, they
Whack him
whip
with
his ass,
Yeah.
and then he just goes.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
and then he goes later on. He comes to Cersei and he's like, "I was assaulted," and Cersei's like,
You were in a
"All
brothel.
right, yeah, you were in a brothel."
Brothel.
And he demands like the death of the High Sparrow, whoever that is. So Cersei goes out to find this High Sparrow, and he's just some guy.
He like gave his shoes to someone who needed them more.
Yeah.
That was pretty
And
cool.
so now the followers don't wear shoes.
And he made a funny
That's
joke.
when you know you're a badass. Like, you have people following you, you're like, yeah.
He made a funny joke about being called the High Sparrow. He's like, it's like King Turtle. And I thought that was funny. And I guess his belief is that no one is more special than anyone else. And he, like, that's what he came and he said, and then everyone now thinks that he's special.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny. And then Cersei's like, dude, I agree with what you did, so keep on doing it. Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So I don't really know at all where that's going to go. I don't know how this one scene warrants the entire episode being called the High Sparrow.
Yeah, you're meeting him.
Yeah.
They become very important.
Okay.
At least in the books.
I was just looking up what his name was in Pirates of the Caribbean. Weatherby Swan. Governor Weatherby Swan.
I knew he was in something.
David Price is his name?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, he was also
He's
in
a well-known actor, yeah.
Yeah,
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which was weird.
Yeah. It's funny, I was reading this review, and it was like, and finally David Price, who was the only other English actor not in Game of Thrones. He's finally on the show.
Nice. So now they have all of them.
Yes. They caught them all. Just 150 English actors.
151.
No, they don't have Mew.
Oh, okay. Alright, and then we get, like, I don't know, my favorite... Well, I guess my favorite scene is the end, but second favorite scene of the episode. The weird dude. What's his name?
Wait, hold on. You don't think the beheading Janos was the best episode?
That was the best.
Okay.
So third favorite scene of the episode.
Okay.
The weird dude. Qyburn, the Dr. Frankenstein of the Game of Thrones universe. Cersei comes down and I don't know why she has to ask him to do it, but she asks him to send a raven to Littlefinger.
Because he's the master, he's the spy master.
Okay.
So that's what he sends shit in.
Yeah, and that's the note that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
That Littlefinger got. So she wants him to send a letter, and he's like, all right. And, like, before she comes in, he's cutting the head off of a rat.
Yeah.
And it just goes...
Also, he had a magnifying glass. Mm-hmm. I guess they have those.
Yeah. They're not Neanderthals, Brendan. They have science.
They're not wildlings. Come on.
Yeah. I guess so. And then the camera just kind of pans over, and you think the scene is over.
Yeah.
But then
I looked at Brandon. I
Yeah.
looked at Brandon when at Brendan when this happened. Brandon. Anyway, I was thinking of Brand for a second, but when Brendan's face when the mountain's just right there, just like that.
Yeah.
No, and like before it kind of lingered, I'm like, I pointed to him like, oh,
I know. I was waiting for something to happen, and then this thing that we assume is the mountain is under a blanket, and it just moves.
Yeah.
And he's just like, shh.
Yeah, shh, quiet friend. So it's obvious that that's happened before. This isn't the first time that he's moved.
Yeah. We don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's just so weird. Mm-hmm. The mountain was sort of dead, and now we don't know what happened to him. He's literally Frankenstein.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not Frankenstein. That's his mom.
Well, Frankenstein's monster.
Okay.
Literally.
Then we get to the end of the episode, and we have Tyrion and Varys. And so Tyrion is going crazy because he wants to get out of the wheel. What did he call it? A wheel cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Wheelhouse. He called it a wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it was like it was a chariot.
Yeah, he could have just called it a carriage, but he called it a wheelhouse. I noticed things like that. And he wants to get out, and he tells Varys that he wants to stop looking at his face. And Varys is like, it's a perfectly fine face.
I like my face.
So they leave, and they're in Volantis.
Yes.
Which is where Robb Stark's wife was from before they all died.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's some lady that's preaching the Lord of Light stuff, just like Melisandre. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's going to go anywhere.
She was Asian!
She was! Is that a big deal?
So... possibly she could be from this area we've never seen before called Ashai.
Okay.
And there's never been in the books, but they mentioned it a few times, and it's vaguely kind of Asian themed.
Okay.
From, like what they described.
Asian Game of Thrones.
So if you go where Dany is, go east, even past Karth, if you go past Karth, that's called Ashai. And that's a whole area we've never been to, never seen before. But it's like a really exotic location, and it's thought to be Asian themed.
That just sounds awesome. Asian Game of Thrones.
Well, it'd be Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Genghis Khan?
So that was the first thing
Genghis of Thrones.
that was the first thing that I thought of when I saw her, because I was like, oh, Asian chick. So she's from Ashai? So that's what I was like thinking.
It very well likely could be, because I don't know. It doesn't seem like they would cast her on accident.
Yeah.
Like
I think there's specifically yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah, and then she says something about stone men, and then Tyrion makes a comment about grayscale, which we learned about, I think, in the last episode. So it seems this is going to be something that's important.
Keep an eye on it, yeah.
I don't know if it wasn't explained, so I don't really know more than that. But
good for you for picking up on that.
Just keep your ears listening for grayscale.
Or stone men.
Well, then right when she was talking and everything, and Tyrion was sitting on the stairs.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at her, and then all of a sudden she like kind of just
she
like, looks
right
at him, and he goes, takes the little shawl that he has, and he goes, oh,
yeah,
let's go.
She stares right at him. So that was weird.
Yeah.
Then they go to a brothel because why not?
Why not?
Because Tyrion.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say? Oh God, he said something about a horse sucking on a dwarf's cock or something.
Oh yeah, so they get to the brothel.
Yeah.
That was the funniest.
Oh God, yes.
The guard guy rubs his head and he's like, "It's good luck to rub a dwarf's head," and he's like, "It's even more lucky to suck a dwarf's cock." And the guy just stares back at him for like a full 3 seconds.
Yeah, I lost my shit when he said that.
We all did. Yeah, it was great.
That was amazing. Yeah. So.
Hey, did you write that down?
I wrote that down.
Oh, that's so
I wrote, "It's good luck to rub a dwarf's head, apparently," and then I knew that you would say something.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
So Tyrion picks a girl that he likes because she has a skeptical mind, he says, and I don't know, kind of convinces her to have sex with him for free.
But it seemed like the theme.
Okay.
Well, the theme of the bar was.
Was a Dany?
Yeah,
had a
Dany impersonator.
Dany imposter.
and then they showed.
Jorah.
Yeah.
Jorah is there, and he's drinking.
Yeah, and he's drinking, and then he's seeing all this happen and all that, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, that must feel so shitty.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
He's kind of jaded. It seems.
And faded.
Faded.
Okay. So the girl grabs Tyrion's hand to go off and have sexy time, and and he's like, I can't.
I can't.
And she's like, "You're shy. Yes, you can." He's like, No,
no one's more surprised than I am.
yeah,
I can't.
Exactly. And I guess it's gotta have something to do with Shay.
Oh, yeah,
obviously. He's got some PTSD. He killed his girlfriend.
PTSD.
Yeah.
So
D stands for dick in this.
oh, okay. Or he has like erectile dysfunction. I don't know. He killed his dad. Maybe that.
That made him impotent.
Yep.
The impotent.
Ah! So many jokes this episode.
God, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, does that just mean he can't have sex with whores, or does that mean he can't have sex? Period.
We'll see.
Whatever. And then he goes and takes a piss, and Jorah kidnaps him.
Yep.
Well, what did he say? He's like...
He says, "I'm taking you to the queen."
No.
Oh.
Tyrion said something.
Tyrion's. Oh, he's like, "It's not a show," or
It's
whatever.
not a show, yeah. And then he's like, "Whoa," like that, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "I'm sure you've got the wrong person," and then Jorah says, "I'm taking you to the queen," and then the episode ends. And you know, my first thought is Dany, but when we were watching with Chad's friend Leo, and he said,
Cersei.
Because the dwarf said.
Because he get a lordship. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
And we know that he was pardoned in like season 1, and so or 2, and he
1.
so he can return anytime he wants, and he's been rejected by Dany, so it's possible. It could go either way. Like he could regain favor with Dany if he brought her Tyrion. But he could also get favor with Cersei if so it's
We'll see. We'll see which way he goes.
Bad.
Yeah. Well,
And I don't
it's
like
bad if he goes to Cersei. It's kind of cool if he goes to Dany.
In my mind, I'm thinking that Bronn and Jaime. I think Bronn's gonna save Tyrion again.
How?
But they're going to Dorne.
They're going to fucking Dorne.
I know they're going to Dorne.
They're going to fucking Dorne.
But I don't know.
How the fuck are they going to go over there in time?
Yeah, they cross an ocean.
They can do it.
Stop making dumb predictions.
Watch, it's gonna happen, and you guys are gonna be like, Mike, you are so smart.
I will literally never ever say that.
You will when I'm right about this.
Yeah, I don't really like this scene because I mean I do, but I like Jorah as a good guy, as like a kind-hearted, selfless good guy, or like a redeemed good guy because he used to sell slaves, he used to do bad things, and now he's a good guy. I don't like to see him, if he is
stealing imps left and right.
Yes, falling back into being a bad guy. So yeah, that's the episode. We don't have time to make predictions because I have to get to work.
I think we were wrong on a lot of them anyways.
Yeah, so...
I was wrong probably on all
I was
of them.
wrong on mine, so... But the Sand Snakes. But we will see the Sand Snakes this episode.
Yes, the next episode we are seeing the Sand Snakes, which are badass bitches, apparently.
Word.
Okay. Thanks for listening to our podcast. This is the Over the Wall podcast. We also have a Game of Thrones Season 1 and 2 recap. 3 and 4 are on their way sometime, maybe.
Probably not, but yeah, we'll see.
Eventually they will. And
3's
then,
in the can, as they say.
It's in the can?
Yeah.
What do you
Means
mean?
we filmed it.
Okay, yeah, we have it, and then we need to do 4. We also have our Maniac Attack podcast, which is about games, movies, and TV. That's a fun podcast.
Yeah.
And we have our YouTube channel, so go check out all of our videos on YouTube, which is where you're watching this, so it's pretty convenient. Anything else? Oh, Twitter at media_maniacs. I am at B_real11, the number, not the word.
You said it every time. And I am at Chadillac508.
And I'm at Mike_97219.
His zip code. Old zip code.
Old zip code. I'm just down the street. So.
Facebook.com/MediaManiacsLP.
Yes.
Something like that. Maybe it's user, maybe it's group. I don't know.
No, it's LP, yeah.
Just like Google Media Maniacs, it'll all.
We should be the top one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for listening, and check out our next episode.
Send us the Ravens.
Yeah.